Good morning to you. A very happy Saturday. Taking a live look outside right now over downtown from Mile High. It is going to be stunning, just gorgeous, perfect, beautiful out there today. Thanks again for being here. I'm Lawrence Cafidi. Let's send things on over to Weather Impact meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Chris, you came for the good forecast. Is that why you're here on a Saturday?
Yeah, just came in. Just want to say, hey, everyone, your weather is going to rock this weekend. It's going to be awesome. It is. I mean, and Mother's Day weather, you know, this is the time of year I honestly try not to take a lot of time off because this is usually a time of year where things are pretty active. I don't have to tell you that if you've lived here for a long time. This weekend, we're winning the weather lottery. Mother's Day weekend. Again, if you've lived here for a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can snow, it can be 90. It's usually somewhere in the middle, but it's often raining or snowing. But this weekend, mid-50s for us, sun-splashed skies right now. It'll stay that way right now over the next few hours today. 79 sunny degrees, one of those days you're going to struggle to find a single cloud overhead. We get up into the upper 70s by the middle of the afternoon. And those overall headlines, it's dry in Denver for today, but in the mountains we got showers and storms, and maybe one or two of those reach Denver tomorrow, perhaps in time for Mother's Day. I'll have details in my full forecast.
Thank you so much. Breaking international news this morning. India and Pakistan have confirmed a ceasefire deal. This comes after the U.S. led talks to bring a pause to the conflict. This clash between the two nuclear-armed rivals was the most serious in decades. The conflict started with a gun massacre on tourists last month, which India blames Pakistan for. Dozens of civilians on both sides of the conflict have been killed. We're working to learn more about an overnight shooting that happened just a block away from Coors Field. Denver police first reported the shooting on social media just after 2 this morning. They say it happened off of 19th and Wazi, right in the downtown area. We do know that one person has been hospitalized, but we don't know their condition at this hour. 9 News is working on getting more information. We will bring you updates as soon as we get them. This morning, we've learned new details about the death of Jeff Spurbeck, John Elway's longtime friend and agent. The sheriff in charge of that investigation says he is confident it was an accident. Our Broncos insider, Mike Kliss, talked with the sheriff in Riverside County, California. According to the sheriff, Elway was not drunk when Spurbeck fell from a golf cart that Elway was driving. Spurbeck's death was ruled blunt head trauma. The men were coming home from a private event when it happened. The sheriff says the investigation is almost done. An Aurora police officer is back home this morning after a crash put him in the hospital. We first reported this to you as breaking news yesterday morning. Aurora police says that one of their officers was trying to join the chase of a stolen truck, but crashed into a car near Buckley in Dartmouth. The driver of that car was not hurt. The officer was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. This crash comes less than 2 months after APD changed its policy to allow officers to chase stolen vehicles. Since then, Aurora officers have been involved in 28 chases. At the time, Aurora Police Chief Todd Chamberlain admitted that there was risk attached to the new policy, but said that it was necessary to deter criminals who were taking advantage of prior restrictions on chases.
When that officer would flip on that light, those people would accelerate away, and the officer would turn off the lights and continue about his or her business for that day. It became general knowledge that people knew, hey, if I'm in a stolen car, Aurora Police Department is not going to chase me.
Since the policy was updated, one other driver has been hurt. APD says that driver shot at officers during a chase before a pit maneuver was used to roll his truck. A rural community in Weld County is doing something special to make sure a beloved teacher is not forgotten. She was killed in a crash nearly 2 weeks ago as a driver tried to speed away from police. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez has the story.
I'm Colton Chavez, and the town of LaSalle came here to honor their teacher, Christine Schwartz. The town held a candlelight vigil in her honor. Colorado State Patrol says Ms. Schwartz was killed in a head-on collision on Highway 85 by a driver fleeing police in a stolen vehicle. It's been nearly 2 weeks since the crash, and what's left is a community who refuses to forget.
She was a cheerleader. She was just a light to the world.
Students here at the park were seen painting a different variety of rocks. What they tell me they're going to do with those is they're going to decorate them and then take them to the crash site to honor their teacher, Ms. Schwartz. In LaSalle, Colton Chavez, 9 News.
President Trump is in Switzerland this morning as trade negotiations with China are set to get underway. And he says he's willing to lower tariffs on the country that he just put in place. Trump claims the decision is up to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The talks in Switzerland are the first high-level trade negotiations with Chinese officials since this all started. Bessent says that he'll focus on de-escalating tensions, not necessarily coming up with a big trade deal.
China wants to do something, and look, they have to at this point. We want them to have business. We want them to do well. We want them to do very well.
Last month, Trump imposed a 145% tax on Chinese goods. China retaliated with its own 125% tariff on U.S. exports.